Hi, and welcome to the Unreal Engine News and Community Spotlight. Destination Imagination is Savannah College of Art and Design's latest VR project that takes the user on a thrilling journey into outer space, just escaping massive destruction on Earth. We caught up with Professor Suan Fu, chair of the Interactive Design and Game Dev Department at SCAD, and Professor Jack Mamai, producer of the Destination Imagination project, to learn more about this exciting UE4 adventure, their new immersive reality program, and their thoughts on the future of VR and AR. Read our full interview, linked below. Chris Mallinson, game director on the recently released Grip, a high-octane hardcore combat racer, recently shared his experience building in UE4, leveraging marketplace assets and splines to save his team loads of time. Read his full article to see how his time-saving techniques might apply to your game. Additionally, if you have Grip or purchase it, there's a snazzy custom UE4 skin available for free. With over 200 submissions played and scored, we have wrapped up another exciting showcase of magnificent labors of love from the UE community with the 2018 Epic MegaJam. More than 500 developers poured their hearts into creating a variety of titles, from tales of childhood adventures, quirky hamsters, to serious experiences like that of a blind child or outliving a pet. Congrats to our finalists, the Doctor, Library, and Soen, and great job to all the jammers. We hope you had as much fun developing as we did playing your games. 2018's The Game Awards took place last week in LA, where several Unreal Engine-powered titles were recognized with award nominations for their releases over the past year, including Life is Strange 2, Episode 1 for Best Narrative, and the beautiful Octopath Traveler was nominated for Best Art Direction, RPG, and Score Music. Dragon Ball FighterZ won Best Fighting Game of the Year, while Fortnite took home awards for both Best Multiplayer Game and Ongoing Game. The event also revealed several upcoming titles made with Unreal Engine, such as Atlas by Studio Wildcard, The Outer Worlds by Obsidian Entertainment, and Ashen by the great folks at Annapurna, which is also available on the new Epic Games Store. Congratulations to all of these outstanding developers. To showcase their success, we've rounded up all the Unreal Engine-powered projects featured at the show on our blog. Successfully launching and operating a live online game requires a suite of services that go beyond the functionality of a traditional game engine. These services are expensive to build, test, and harden in real-world conditions, but once operational, are relatively inexpensive to scale to more games and more users. At Epic, our goal is to help game developers succeed, so throughout 2019, we're excited to be launching a large set of cross-platform game services, such as matchmaking, data storage, login and friend services, voice comms, and more, all originally built for Fortnite and battle-tested with 200 million players across 7 platforms. These services will be free for all developers and will be open to all engines, platforms, and stores. Now on to our weekly Karma Earners. These wonderful folks dive into Answer Hub and help their fellow devs find solutions to their problems or answer general questions. So Slav Q, Shadow River, Evigme, Turer, Thompson N13, Wayby, Mighty Enigma, Burial Dole, Ottoman Empire, and Surtek Ogan. Many, many thanks to you all. You are the true rock stars. This week's first spotlight is a self-described Saturday morning 3D platformer called Gizmo. All humans have been put to sleep except for the ingenious Dr. Bolt, who's reconstructing the planet into a fully mechanized one. The only problem is it's taken a long time and he ought to be stopped. Earth is now one huge construction site built by Dr. Bolt's population of robots, and you must find the transmission beacons among the pipes and platforms, listen to his broadcast, and discover what's behind that giant locked door. The Starries are being invaded and need your help in this week's second spotlight, Bizango Blast. Originally made in UDK, Artrek has recreated this smasher in UE4. Use the Bizango cannon to blast the bad guys and their structures in a new dimension of challenge and excitement. Protect your eggs and get those baddies. Our final spotlight this week and of the year is Ultraball. It's a free multiplayer sci-fi action sports game featuring 3x3 and 4x4 gameplay. Players suit up in robotic armor and compete using magnet-powered tools to manipulate the ball and score on the opposing team. Work together and act fast to avoid getting hoisted. Can you master the magnet? Thanks for joining us for our news and community spotlight. Hi, and welcome to our Unreal Engine live stream. It's our year in review, which I'm super pumped. I'm your host, Amanda Bott. We have the famous Tim Sweeney with us, Joe Kreiner, and
Hey, everybody.
Tim Slager, fellow community manager. So thank you both so much for joining us.
Yeah, I guess this is our second annual rap album release.
Is this our album cover?
Yep,
It's like
absolutely.
being like
Want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody.
But it's a good chance to look back at a lot of the amazing things that have happened this year. So
It's quite a year for us.
yeah, I think a lot of people are like, oh man, wait, we did all of those? We're starting to build out the notes for this year and just looking over, it's like, dang, all of that was from this year.
Yeah, this is going to be a 4-hour session. Sorry, everybody. We're going to have a lot to talk about.
Buckle up.
Yeah.
But
And then it's hard to believe that it's already December 13th.
Yeah.
Just looking
Yeah.
at a calendar, it's like, man, where did it all go?
Yeah, a lot of big changes for Epic this year, and Unreal Engine, a ton of positive things for the development community. I know we're going to recap it, but man, this was definitely the biggest year I can ever remember in my 20 plus years in the games industry, for sure.
Yeah, that's right. And it continues Epic's tradition. We build cool things around our games and then share them with everybody else and give you the ability to do the things that we do.
Yeah.
I think that's some of the coolest part is, we get to see the behind the scenes, what's going on here, like what's coming next, and then to actually see other developers take advantage of those tools. And I feel like sometimes it's almost watching your children grow up and like see how they succeed, and you're like, oh, we
Absolutely.
built this foundation for them, and look what they've done.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to see other developers go off and have great success with the things that we're putting out there, and in a lot of ways, it tells us we're doing the right things.
Yeah. So let's see. We started, as always, every year we begin that crazy march towards GDC along with the rest of the games industry.
Yep.
And as always, it was a bigger and better GDC. We kicked it off with the Paragon Assets. So we gave away, was it 12 million worth of the
$12 million worth, yeah.
original? It was
Yep.
all the
Those assets make their ways into all sorts of things. I've seen all sorts
That's
of
right.
games launch with various little bits of Paragon in them this year, and even seen some movies done that had some Paragon characters in them. Really cool. It's a way for developers to rapid prototype, with something that looks really high quality, and a lot of times, sometimes that stuff just ends up in the game, which is great.
Well, and I feel like there's constantly threads. Like we have email threads that'll go out, and it's like, oh, look at this cool new like Paragon thing. There was a brawler.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks after they went out too that we started seeing some really just amazing
snapped
things
it
thrown
together.
Yeah.
That's right. And the Paragon team is really happy to see that. They worked so hard for so many years to build those assets and build an amazing game around it. And after years of trying to make the game succeed, and it didn't work out, and we had Fortnite growing, we had to cancel the thing. And the very first thing that the team members brought up when we had that really painful discussion was, hey, why don't we really solve this to everybody so that they can continue the work, and we'll see Paragon work continue in games throughout the next decade. And doing that was an epic thing.
Yeah.
That's what we're about.
It's great reference material. When we go to visit developers, small and large, they always, comment on how that was great to see how Epic made those characters and the animations and all of that kind of thing. It's, I hope we can continue to do that kind of thing in the future.
Yeah. And that was the other thing is we released all the assets, and then a few months later released all the ANMVPs, so people could really just. And then throughout that we did this series with Jay Hosfeld on using those animations and bringing it all together to kind of to give people the resources. And so you could just see the passion in Jay's streams where he was super stoked about all of the Paragon stuff. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, that's right. And real-time ray tracing at GDC, that was another major breakthrough. Nvidia really set some major hardware and put together this reflections demo, showing it off in partnership with ILM. And I think we're really starting to see the beginning of this trend where the graphics you expect from games and the graphics you expect in feature films, like Star Wars or Rogue One, are converging together very rapidly, and we're going to see the best of both worlds come out of that.
Yeah, it seems like it's a tradition now that we have ILM up on stage at GDC. I guess we'll have to continue that.
Well, yeah, so we're showing a sample in case you had missed it or haven't seen it. It's absolutely stunning just to see all of this being done in Engine and working with they're great partners to work with. And
Yeah, and it works in real time motion capture, real time graphics, real time reflections. That's something you can do in a game now.
now, weren't the voices done by people here at Epic?
I don't know offhand. Do you know?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, they were.
It sounds like they were.
Right
It's
on.
just in. Yeah.
So that's always fun, is hearing familiar voices in these incredible scenes that
Yeah.
are shown on the big stage.
Yeah.
Plus, this made me laugh. This was pretty funny. Like, I feel like if this was going to happen on this would be what happens to stormtroopers who mouth off. They're like, I'm going to go to Hoth now.
You're like,
Yeah.
that's about right.
Yeah.
The team definitely did a good job capturing kind of the feel there.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
And it's great to have partners like that allow us to use their IP to do demos for next generation tech. It just makes it that much more impactful.
Yeah, and they're all excited about the future of using this sort of real-time technology on set and for production of their actual content feeding into movies, and it's happening. And this is happening right now.
Yeah. Tim, when do you see actual PC games ship with that tech? You have any hypothesis when we'll see the first commercial game?
Well, I think we're going to see bits of it already, in 2019. But maybe by 2020, as soon as there are, $200 version of that graphics card, it's going to become really pervasive. And then within 5 years, you'll see that same technology probably in smartphone GPUs. And so across the whole spectrum of gaming everywhere, ray tracing would just be a part of our experience. And it's going to bring out really interesting new effects in games.
Oh, for sure.
Chance has joined us in chat.
Spiritually.
Spiritually,
Yeah,
Chance Ivy's with us.
Chance with us. Yeah.
Great.
So what else happened at GDC?
Siren, the Siren demo.
Yeah.
Yep. That was amazing. Yep.
Yeah, another step towards digital humans for us. It's something that I think everyone here at Epic wants to achieve, and we're still working on that.
Yeah, and this is an ongoing story too, and just seeing the changes from Siren throughout the year, from what we were doing to SIGGRAPH, and then the work with Andy Serkis and Osiris.
Yeah, the Andy Serkis stuff's great because of the retargeting. Yeah, this.
Now this was from later in the year,
Yeah, later in the year, right?
but it blows my mind how realistic and how solid these graphics are.
It's really going to change the way game developers make games. I think, in a lot of ways, this kind of tech, once it's commonplace, will allow even indie teams to do really high-end effects for their games and record things in real time. It's cool stuff.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. It's not just graphics. It's also the input technology that's supporting using real-time, consumer devices like iPhone X to scan your face and project it into a character in game. Gaming's going to change really fast as soon as that technology becomes just a little bit more widely available.
Yep.
And we see a lot of that with the Babylon stuff too.
Right.
Like
Yep.
he's just knocking it out with, a simple phone and
Yeah.
making this.
Yeah, he won Real Time Live at SIGGRAPH with that tech. That was super cool. It was really that's neat to see, a small game developer like that just show up and impress everybody. We also have Joe Groff, one of our engineers, that's done a lot of work using the iPhone camera to record mocap and do live recordings. That stuff is really neat. I can't wait to see what developers do with that in the near future.
That's right.
We also had a big first this year. We had 2 booths. At
GDC? Yeah.
Oh yeah. We had our business booth, and then we kind of had a keg party on the show floor. At
on the
GDC.
side.
Gave out-
Games, beer, jobs.
Yeah, in that order, right?
Yes. I was the business booth. Tim was definitely games, beer, jobs.
Hey, that's where the popcorn was. What
It
questions
was.
do I have?
It was everywhere. But it was really cool. We had 24 or 27 different developers in the booth with us, and so it was just really wonderful to have a chance to share our space with our developers, see what they're doing, and give them a chance to, come and show off their games
Right.
to the game dev
I think
scene
that
and-
it was a great idea and it worked really well. I had universally had all the developers walk up to me and thank Epic for giving them a place to hang
Aw.
out. You know, it was nice to go recharge and
true.
have a beer and hang out with your peers
some
a little bit.
cookies.
Yeah, you know, we're definitely want to continue doing that kind of thing. It was a great community event at GDC. I didn't get to see it at all because I was stuck in the business booth, but that's, you know.
There was llama riding.
Yeah, that's
and-
right. We had the llama ride.
And then, let's see.
A lot
And it
of,
was cool, too. It was a great way to showcase a number of different things. So, like, ARC was showing on a number of different platforms. So you could see their different experiences. You know, they had just announced for mobile.
Yep.
And they were showing on mobile. They were showing on console. They were
Yeah, they
showing on PC.
came on stage with us at GDC and showed it for the first time. That was great.
That highlights a really important trend that's going to reshape the game industry, and that's the idea that you can build one game and ship it on all platforms, including building a high-end console game like Ark or Fortnite,
Yeah.
and then bring it to iOS and Android and reach potentially billions of users there. You know, to combine the best of high-end and the best of these mass-market devices, like who in the civilized world does not have an iPhone or an Android device of some sort? Everyone has them, including every kid.
Right.
True.
And you know, by bringing games to those, it just greatly broadens the audience for gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more UE4 games ending up, shipping on all of those devices. I think it's a great trend, and I actually really enjoy playing on mobile, but don't necessarily like the kind of mobile design games. I think things like Fortnite show that there's a market for higher end experiences on mobile, and we're leading the way. I hope a lot of developers follow us.
and it's interesting too to watch as the technology grows and the software to develop games grow. It also kickstarts and pushes the hardware to get even better to support those things. So
Yeah, that's right. Every Android device maker around the world is pushing to have all of their new devices run Fortnite really well. And that includes in places like China and India where there are these, $50 devices being sold. They're actually reasonably powerful smartphones, and they're going to be able to support Unreal Engine 4 class games in this next generation.
Yep.
it's a good byproduct of everything just to see. Because I mean, what is it, the Moore's Law, technology doubling itself, so.
Yeah, that's right. But there's also Metcalfe's law that the value of any social experience is proportional to the number of your real-world friends that you can interact with. It's what makes social networks like Facebook grow, and it's also been a big factor behind Fortnite. And once we brought the game to all of these different devices, we found that the game spread from the hardcore gamers who have always played this kind of game to everybody. And Fortnite is the first game that has it's the first shooter that has a huge population of girls playing online. And, Fortnite started with these kids in classrooms, or the guys who are playing on their consoles. The girls saw it, it's all like, that's a game I could play. They're girl characters. It's not like some over-the-top, male type of experience. And they were able to download it and play it on their iPhone, and now they're buying PlayStations and Xboxes, and we have a whole new generation of gamers coming in just because we opened up the experience more widely. And this is something that all game developers should keep in mind.
Yeah, and something that Epic plans on helping to enable with our tools roadmap for next year.
Yeah, that's right. Our big secret at Epic is we build stuff that pioneers the leading edge of technology or online systems or business models or anything else, and then we bring it to everybody so that you can do the things that we pioneered, and we can help the industry grow together by sharing all of our tools and technologies and systems and everything else. And now it's, for a long time, for the first 20 years, it was just a big body of software, this big pile of 4 million lines of C++ code and engine. But now it's also a store and online services and the whole ecosystem that results from that.
Yeah, we've had a big couple of weeks. with all of that.
A giant announcement a day for like 2 weeks. It feels like it's probably more like a week, but it's great. It's an exciting time to be here, and exciting time for the industry. I can't wait through 2019 when we roll out some of those features to see what the game development community can do, moving on to cross-platform and having more engaged social experiences like what we've built with Fortnite.
I'm trying to think. So, but I know there's a couple people that have been talking about how it's like, oh, did you hear about that big announcement from Epic? And I was like, oh, which one?
Yeah, which one? Oh, yeah, I know which one, right? Definitely had
like,
that
what do you
happen to me a
mean?
couple of times this week. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, that was the Game Awards, was the store. Or I guess we talked about it a couple days ahead of time, just being like,
Yeah,
we're
we
doing
we,
this
we
thing.
we announced it 2 days before, and then said stay tuned for more information, and then showed up at the Game Awards and had a lot of our great partners for the store talk about their games. Certainly having Supergiant on the platform as the announce at the beginning of the show was a really important moment. Really glad to be working with them. I think they're, the kind of indie dev that really just high quality, shows off what's possible with a really small team. Even though today they're not using Unreal Engine, I'm working on them. But having them be the first title announced for the store was important for me, and I think it shows that we want everybody to be on the Epic Games Store and bring more users to our platform. I'm really excited. Their game is awesome. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to play it, but
Not yet.
it's being received really well, and it's a great concept.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a lot of fun.
So many of the games, like, everybody's running around playing in the office Hades and Ashen,
Yeah.
and there's nothing but positive support for those guys and just general, like, these are incredible titles coming to your games. And I think
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, we're all game developers, and we love game development as a wide industry. Obviously we support, or as Engine, we do a lot of support for engine developers, but we love all games and
Yeah.
want everybody to be able to succeed and make the experiences that they're looking to build.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Aurora 44 with Ashen's a great story. I mean, they've been a dev grant winner in the past, and they were up on stage with Microsoft the previous year, I think. And they're a fairly new team. It's really shows the quality that you can achieve with UE4, and we're excited to have them on the store and seeing all the reviews. It's going really well.
Yeah, Hades is quite a bit of fun. I haven't done. Ashen looks amazing, and I need to dive into it. But
Yeah.
it's such a cool thing to be able to see.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
Geez, we got ahead of ourselves a little
We
bit.
did.
A
We
little bit.
jumped.
Yeah.
It's
we have gotten
fine.
a serious question though.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I think it is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Fun.
Okay.
We agree.
It's
The team concurs.
Yes.
It is a
I
Christmas
concur.
movie.
I'm surprised we all agree on that. Yes, it
Oh,
is
look
a
at us
Christmas
being
movie,
agreeable.
yes.
That's fantastic.
Um, so jumping back a little, we did jump ahead. We got excited.
Yeah.
We've had some other events we plugged through. We had our first Western Unreal Fest. So we did Unreal Fest Europe, where there were a number of incredible developers and partners speaking.
Yeah.
Um,
We want to do more of those events. I think 2019 you'll see us do even more. I think having events where the UE4 community gets exposed to the engineers that are actually making the engine, super useful. We see a lot of positive effects come out of that. One, we get feedback on roadmap and what we're building, but two, it allows game developers to ask questions of the guys that are building the new features in the engine. Always see that as super positive. It saves us a little bit of traveling around as well if we can concentrate a lot of interaction with developers all in one. So, we've been doing those events in Korea and Japan on a very regular basis for the last couple of years. In 2018, we started doing more in Europe. We also did Unreal Fest LA and Unreal Fest
the Dev
Montreal,
Days?
or Dev Days, sorry.
Yep.
Unreal Dev Days in LA and Montreal. We want to do more of those in 2019, so we'll probably pick 2 more North American cities and move it around a little bit. I know we've got some stuff set up for Europe as well, but they're super useful, and I think everybody always comes away with positive effect there.
Yeah.
We'll probably do some more intro talks as well. We've been kind of focused on devs and production, but I think there's a need for us to have some intro content as well.
And I think what's also a great balance is, you speak of the Epic developer to community UE4 developer and vice versa, but it's also building those connections between UE4 devs. So a number
yeah.
of my meetup leads were even talking about how it's like, we had a chance to connect with each other, and now you have these additional resources of other people going through it, or
Hey, be
supporting
gre-
each other.
Be
through
great
game dev.
if new teams form out of these events and start building games. That's great, right?
Yeah.
Just like,
That's we heard a lot about that from coming out of GDC as well, as a lot of these these studios were connecting or helping each other with problems, and it's neat to see that it's the spirit of competition or the spirit of helping each other exists in the same realm. So it's awesome to watch these games come out and just hear these success stories from people.
we hosted Unreal Academy here in Raleigh.
Yep.
There's actually one going
Today's
on
a-
in
It might be over now, but yeah, I think today was the last day.
was
of it.
happening this week in
Yep.
London.
Yep.
So that's more on the
Enterprise developer focused.
Yep.
Yep. We'll do those. We'll do one in Raleigh again in 2019, and maybe add some game development on either end. So stay tuned. But we always wondered if developers would travel the whole way to North Carolina to go to an
To go
event
see
like
us.
that, and turns out they really enjoyed that. So I think we'll do that again, and it's great for me. I don't have to go anywhere, and we can show everybody how awesome North Carolina is. So stay tuned. We'll make some announcements on that soon, but probably going to expand that program a bit as well.
Yeah. The response from London, I've been following it on social media, has just been spectacular.
Yeah.
Everyone's had such a great time, and they got these really cool British UE4 socks that I really I want to get.
Our
So-
European-
Socks. We need Unreal socks.
Yeah,
We do, yeah.
I know.
So
We've got Fortnite socks here
Put
in
that
North
on my
Carolina.
list.
We don't have
Yep,
any of
hold on.
the
Let's take a
UE4
note.
socks. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we've got to figure that out.
Yeah.
swag is always the top priority.
Hmm.
Let's see. And then we moved on to E3. We had a big
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah, it was a
that was
big
good.
E3. Ton of Unreal Engine games on the show floor.
So good.
Just everywhere you looked this year, it was great to see. And of course, we had the Unreal E3 awards that we did this year. Some notables from that was Concrete Genie. Gosh, that looks so good. Can't wait till that ships in 2019.
Such a unique style. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, really excited for what that team's doing. This is their first UE4 project, and it's a really small team that's inside of the Sony studios that they're kind of incubating. But the content's super unique, and it's just a great all ages adventure.
The team was super nice too. We got to chat with them a little bit at E3, and they were super awesome. So I'm
Yeah.
really hopeful. That game is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's-
Dominic was up on stage with Tim at GDC as well
Oh, yeah.
to talk about the game.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that until just now. Yeah, so we're excited for Concrete Genie. Kingdom Hearts 3 won an award from us, but also a ton of other awards at E3. That's coming out soon, and
Well, that was one of those I felt like we're talking about the blending between film and games.
Right.
Yeah.
And like looking at Kingdom Hearts, some of those characters looked just like the counterparts in their animated films.
Right.
Obviously, it's all still animated and digital, but for it to be one-to-one with what usually is rendered for many hours.
yeah, it's getting very close. I did see an article where somebody kind of compared some of the movies, the Toy Story movies to where Kingdom Hearts 3 is, and you can barely tell a difference.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, that game looks great. And then of course, Mutant Year Zero got an award from us at E3 that just recently shipped on the 12th, I think.
yeah,
Cool.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm losing track of what day it
Yeah,
is, but
I think
yeah.
it shipped this week. Yeah.
About a
Yeah.
week ago, and it's doing really well on Steam. Again, really small team. Their first UE4 project really shows what you can do if you keep your scope, under control. And I can't wait to play. I've been trying to finish Red Dead, and then next I'm gonna move over to Mutant Year Zero. It's very XCOM-like. I'm super fan there.
Yeah.
Game looks great.
Really
Yeah.
good. And then the Forgotten City was actually the small dev team that had built a mod for Skyrim.
Right.
And then it turned into this whole nother game experience.
Yeah.
And so that was our Unreal Underdogs. We always love finding these small teams that are doing amazing things and
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to boost them up. So it was cool to see the wide variety showing off at E3 as well.
There's a ton of really great games at E3 too, and it was very hard to select the winners for these awards because it was just There was so many. Vampire was an awesome game that we
Oh,
got
yeah.
to try.
Bandai had a good showing.
Bandai had it. Yeah.
Soul Calibur.
I won in Soul
Dragon Ball.
Calibur against Amanda. So that didn't happen.
Won.
Wow, you've been waiting that long to
I've
bring
been
it
holding
up.
on to
Yeah.
it a little bit.
Okay.
I'm bitter.
Yeah.
But no,
Won.
yeah, one. So, but yeah, the entire showing of from every level, from one or two people, indie studios, to these AAA studios using UE4 to make great games. It was awesome to see. One of the schools, there was that school, the UE4 game won that.
So Brigham.
Brigham Young, yep. Brigham, yep. BYU won with
Yeah.
Beat Boxers. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And that's a fighting game based on like hitting with the
Right.
beat, and they've designed all these characters.
That's
There's
cool.
like a violin character, and then what was that? He was
hard
like a rock
character,
star,
yeah, something
and
Elvis
so he's
or
like
something, yeah.
big and bulky, and so trying to time those attacks. But it was a
Yeah.
really, really great
And it
implementation and use of it.
it was a college. It was just a college team that put together a game for this competition, and it was awesome to see. They were super excited.
Yeah, E3 was great. I mean, geez, our Fortnite booth at E3 was just a wall of humanity at all times as well.
Yep.
I loved walking through incognito because I
yeah.
just had an engine shirt and I could just like pass through the booth and.
Yeah. You know, though, you can't. I tell you, because I travel a lot. I'm in airports all the time, and I'll be wearing an Unreal Engine shirt, and I'm getting a lot of Fortnite references now.
Yeah? Uh-oh.
People are like, "Oh, that's the engine behind Fortnite." I'm like, "Yep, yes, it is." Starting to get a little bit more recognizable these days.
Yeah, I was in Joe's Crab Shack with an Unreal Engine shirt, and the waiter came up and said, "Oh yeah, I love Unreal Engine 4. Here, let me show you my project." And
That's awesome.
Oh, that's
Indeed,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
That's awesome.
that's super cool.
I didn't know you had a crab shack though.
Oh, Joe's Crab Shack is awesome. I go in every
Tim's-
city.
it's Tim's
every
favorite
city
place.
I go to that
Yeah.
has one.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They're rare, hard to find.
We normally do a march to them at GDC, right? But it is no more.
Yeah, that's how we always finished GDC. We used to go to
We'd have a
Joe's
team
Crab
dinner
Shack,
at Joe's Crab Shack
Yeah.
in San Francisco. 'Cause
and they shut down.
yeah, you know, it's terrible. It's the San Francisco waterfront, and they shut down the best restaurant there.
All right,
Crab
well,
Shack.
let's wait for the comments on that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Try the
let's see.
shark attack cocktail.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
right.
Well, also around, what would have been before E3, but right around GDC timeframe would have been 420 as well. And so there was a lot of great,
Oh, yeah.
we had all those, the optimizations coming in from Fortnite regarding, mobile and being able to ship on mobile platforms and Switch.
Yep, a lot of Switch
Um,
improvements
Yeah,
at that time frame.
proxyality.
Yeah, you know, the most awesome thing for Unreal Engine on mobile platforms has been bringing Fortnite to iOS, Android, and
Oh,
Switch,
yeah.
because that's forced us to do so much optimization
Right.
to the whole engine. You know, the OOD systems, all the systems for maintaining frame rate on these devices, scalability to, lower power consumption. It's been a real godsend. And the funny thing about Fortnite is the team doesn't stop adding things to the game just because we support these lower end devices. So, they added the all-terrain carts. Now we have vehicle physics running
Yeah.
on mobile in a 100-player game in an open world, on a low-end Android
Yeah.
device, and it works everywhere. We've been very adamant about maintaining the same game experience on all platforms and compatibility between all platforms so that you can play with your friends on every device.
Yeah. The seamless experience makes it very special.
Yeah.
I think it's-
Yep. And I mean, the Switch launch went really well. Nintendo's said that we've got 50% penetration on the platform. That's an impressive thing.
Yeah.
That's right, and it shows the days of porting games are over, right? Now we're just building a game and shipping it on every platform, and I think that's going to be the future of the game industry. I think this Christmas is going to be the last Christmas where all of the major game releases are retail-focused, games that don't interoperate between platforms. I think we've seen the games that do support interoperability are succeeding at a far higher level than the new entrants, and so that's just going to be the expectation of all major games from now on, and that's a great thing for gamers and for the game industry.
Yeah, I think that's a super good point, because when you make a game, you're typically making it for one platform, and then you have to wait. There's always time before you ship, because now you're porting it over to different platforms. So this can speed up that process for developers to be able to get their games out sooner, assuming that everything goes as planned. But it's really neat to see.
It's definitely better to try to launch on every platform you can simultaneously. It
Yep.
just amplifies and brings up the
Right.
marketing messaging for the game, for sure.
Yeah, especially if there's multiplayer. You know, the ability to play with people you know in the real world really depends on being able to support lots of different devices.
Yeah.
Some people have a PC, some have a PlayStation or Xbox, some have a Switch, some have an iPhone or an Android device. And if you want to play with a group of 10 of your friends, like pick 10 people, figure out what devices they have, you're going to need to support at least 4 or 5 devices.
Bring back couch co-op, right? But you're using a mishmash of all sorts of devices. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome to see the way families are playing Fortnite now, because it is just a bunch of people on a bunch of ad hoc devices all connecting together.
Yep.
Well, it also lets
friends.
you experience it in the way you prefer, right? You know, there's always been this battle of like PC or console and which you prefer, and so you know it's like no, I like playing on controller, and like now everybody can just play on their preferred.
Yeah, and
medium.
I think Fortnite's shown that there was always this kind of before we launched cross-platform, there was always this kind of thought process that console players would never be competitive with PC players, and that's just not what we're seeing actually in Fortnite. We're definitely seeing console players on controllers being competitive with PC players in a tournament fashion. So it's something we didn't necessarily expect, but it's great to see. And man, it'd be awesome to have a mobile player win one of these tournaments sometime.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, I think you just threw down a gauntlet. A mobile player has to win a tournament.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who's up to the challenge?
Yep.
Let's see. Moving along the year, SIGGRAPH was a big event. There's so many. Obviously, it tends to be more enterprisey and focused, but we came out with the Speed of Light demo at SIGGRAPH with Nvidia.
Yeah, that's right. The Porsche
Yeah.
real-time ray-tracing demonstration, which is really amazing. I mean, this is the quality of graphics you would see on a high-end TV commercial, and it's running in real time on a PC with only 2 GPUs, right?
Yeah.
But it's just stunning. Every time these videos come out and I see the special projects that they're working on that show up, it's just like it's jaw-dropping, and it's I don't
And
know.
if I recall, they had a demo at SIGGRAPH where you could actually like change the lighting and everything, and so just to be able to see that with the shadowing and everything, I think it makes me want a Porsche.
Well, you don't even need a new real one now, right?
Yeah, I
You
can
just
use
need the
that
app.
one. Yeah,
Hop into a VR
That's
game
true.
and
I'll
like
just tell my wife I'm going to get a
play it.
VR Porsche.
Well, just tell her you're getting a Porsche and then see what happens.
I
Yeah.
liked working here. She'll kill me.
And then shortly, these were all back to back. We had
Oh, I know,
SIGGRAPH,
yeah.
then Gamescom, then
Bam.
PAX. So Gamescom was incredible. We had over 80 games on the floor at Gamescom.
Yep. Yeah, everywhere you looked, it was Unreal
Like,
Engine.
ooh, that's
and,
us, that's us.
we did our yearly community meetup there, where we have a bar meetup after the show one day. That was super successful. Had a bunch of developers show up for that. The evangelism team really enjoys putting that on, and we're adding members to the European evangelism team right now, and expanding that group. So we'll probably do more meetups and show up at local events in 2019. I think that's great. We see that every year at Gamescom. There's a lot of interest in that, and I mean, I can't even imagine if it was 80 games in 2018. How many are going to be there for 2019? Right? It's
I know,
crazy.
it definitely made for a challenge wandering the floor. So I was with.
Are you sure you got them all?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure. So it was myself, Chris Murphy, and Paulo. We're all wandering the floor trying to see if we could touch base with like every team on the floor and every like could we document every UE4 team, and we started in the big entertainment areas because that is flooded with people. Once it's open to the floor, it's like shoulder to shoulder. But there was Biomutant there, and we got to jump in and talk to those developers. But then in the business area also just seems to be all the like smaller teams too. So it's funny it's called business.
It's
but
super difficult to get space on the actual floor, so a lot of developers will just show on the business side.
But there were a lot of is it Storm in a Teacup?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's kind of like a Bioshocky feel to it. It's this really dark mystery while you're trying to find your sister in this steampunk environment. got to talk to those developers, and there were so many teams, and then schools. There were tons of students there showing off their projects. It was my first time, so it was a really awesome experience to
Oh,
like
yeah.
soak up everything that was Gamescom.
Yeah.
It's a week long, isn't it?
Yes.
That show goes on forever, and it's you know, it is the biggest event in games. It's almost like PAX and E3 combined. It's a huge event.
And then Gamescom rolls right into PAX West, right?
It did this year.
Yeah, directly. And you know, we continued our sponsorship of Indie Mega Booth at PAX. So the deal is, if you apply to Indie Mega Booth either at PAX West or East, if you get selected, then Epic supplements the money needed to get the booth space for you, and pays for some of your travel expenses and things like that.
Right.
We sponsor the booth overall, and make sure that like their carpet's really nice and things like that.
Which is super important. at a
Yeah, hey
convention.
man, when you're standing at a trade show for 8 hours a day, carpet matters.
Yeah.
And then you know, really make sure the signage is nice and professional, and you know, that the developers have all of these things. It's something we really enjoy doing, and I think, you know, we'll definitely continue working with Indie Mega Booth in the future. For anybody you know, out there, certainly apply when they tweet out that they're open for applications. It's a little competitive, but they're always looking for great content.
Yeah, and I think they just closed the end of last month the registration for East.
For
I
East,
think, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, they haven't announced who they've picked yet, so
No.
that'll
Yeah,
be.
we're
Yeah.
excited for that.
Yep.
Let's see. And we already touched on the Game Awards, so we can.
Yeah, the
move on
Game
past that.
Awards was great. I mean, Unreal Engine 4 was almost half of the premieres, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It was a big night,
We were all.
and the Epic Games Store launch as well.
You
so,
know,
you know that.
whatever.
There was that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, we got our first Emmy this year for, was it animation? It was production and animation.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so that was
amazing.
exciting.
Amazing
And it's like,
breakthrough. Yeah, it shows us that you know, engines are making their way into movie production in Hollywood and television, and changing the world and changing the way people produce all content.
and we couldn't do it without our community, right? Like,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
because of all the cool things they're also
Right.
showing. So we
Yep.
see Safaris, the regular animated short with
Right.
cool little animals. We had our first full feature, which is Aliyar. Oh, crap. What was his name? Let's see. I have it here somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to remember it,
CG
but it was-
film,
Yeah.
produced in Pakistan by a team.
Oh
entirely in real
yeah,
time.
yeah. I remember seeing that. It was
Yeah,
really
so we have
cool.
a clip
yeah,
of
here we
it.
go.
And it's absolutely beautiful, and it's cool. It's like we're making games.
Yeah.
People are making these short films,
Yeah.
regular animated series, and then
There's
a full
a
feature.
ton more things like this coming in 2019 that just are going to expand the scope of what you would imagine UE4 is used for.
Yeah. There's, what is it, the LaFlock, or I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
Flag? Yeah.
Oh,
Flat-
Lafique, I think
Lafique,
is
yeah.
Yep.
The once a week they do a 30-minute short in UE4.
Yep.
And it's I guess political satire. But
Seems very Canadian. I
yeah,
don't,
very
I
very
don't
much so. And then I think the biggest thing for me was the Weather Channel and just
Yeah.
the work that they put into to showing off. I lived in Houston when Harvey hit
Yeah.
last year, and so we saw the water levels rise that high, and to see it visualized for other people to, it really made an impact, and I'm hoping that, you know, it helped a lot of people out understanding that. And then the forest fire one they did,
Yeah. They used
Yeah.
UE4 for a couple of things this year.
yeah, it was,
For
it
the
was
Weather
pretty great
Channel.
to see.
I think what was exciting was to see all the stuff around the fact that it was so close to home, even for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the hurricane and the
That's fair,
floodwaters.
yeah.
and
Florence,
we were
yeah.
all like, "That's what we're living right now." Let's see. We also had some really exciting marketplace growth this year. We have over 1,500 creators now with over 5,000 products, and working to make their lives better and easier to store. We sort of hinted at our store by shipping
Yes,
to
if you were paying attention, you might have taken the marketplace announcement as meaning something larger. But
Yeah, that's right. Developers receive 88%, and an increasing number of people are making a full-time living from the Unreal Engine marketplace, and that's really awesome to see. The game industry develop in this way. So it's not just like every team has to build every asset themselves, but there's a whole economy around people building stuff and sharing it with others.
I saw a lot of positive comments after we announced the 8812 split and paying back to the beginning of the platform.
Right.
That a lot of those content creators got a significant amount of money off of that, and encouraged them to make more things for the marketplace. It just lifts all of the available content.
Well, we had a few creators actually reduce their prices too.
Right,
They're like,
yeah.
oh, this has been a boon for me. Now I can reduce my prices because they're getting a larger cut, and then that means we have, other developers have more access to cheaper assets.
And then on top of it, we announced that we're supplementing some free content there on a regular basis, which has been super popular. I've seen a lot of developers taking advantage of that. That store is just going to continue to grow over time. It's a great thing for the UE4 community.
Yeah, if you haven't seen, we're offering there. We have devs that are providing, or creators providing. There's a rotation of 5 new packs every month, so they're only available for that month. And then we're continually adding to our permanent collection, so that all new developers or existing developers can jump in and hopefully have resources that are helpful to them. So.
And that's on top of all of the Paragon assets and all the other assets that pre-exist in the store. Action RPG.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
that was a good release this
Yeah.
year too.
Yeah. God, was that this?
That
Yep.
was, yeah,
That
Wow.
was this year
Yeah.
too.
that was with 420.
Been a
So,
big year.
Yep.
yeah.
So you can go in and, that's such a great example of just how to build like as a full game example and shipping for mobile because it's available on the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. So you can see it, like how the experience plays out on the platform, but then you can download the full project and see how it's set up. And so
Yeah.
all the things this year. We have our Unreal Dev Grants has still been going strong. Crab Rave, what was it just hit like the top 50.
It was number 32 on the technology billboard for like the top 50 billboard charts. So it was number 32 on the top 50.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it
This
was.
is this fun music video of like crabs having a rave party on the beach.
Done in UE4.
No big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Project Calo is being worked on by a small team in New Caledonia. It's this, you can see this little girl play on her ukulele. And it's just this really stylized, cel-shaded style game and really cute. So it's cool seeing these various games. But we also have like Oceanhorn 2.
Yeah, that looks
It's a dev
great.
grant. Very Zelda style play style.
Yeah.
That looks great. We've had a medieval. I think got a dev grant this year, and a number of people doing tutorials or educational content. So, it's not just games, but it's anyone that's helping support an ecosystem or just making incredible projects.
A remarkable number of former dev grant winners from this year, but also previous years that are getting close to shipping, and a lot of them are going to end up on the Epic Games Store. It's been a great way for Epic to reward really awesome stuff in the community, but also put a little stamp of like, hey, this is exceptional. Hopefully, publishers and funding sources are looking through our dev grant announcements and go out and contact those teams because it is a way for those teams to kind of get the word out about their projects.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We had fun with the Nvidia Edge program this year, and Nvidia sponsored with graphics cards, and so we were sending, we'd pick a few projects every month, whether it is an ArchViz project or a little game, or even sometimes these like really beautiful just scenes and renderings, and got to highlight them. And we have a fun year like recap video that you can go see a number of the projects. But it's just incredible. I think that's one of my favorite parts of being on the team here is just the visibility into all the projects internally and externally that people make.
Right.
Like, and the sheer amount of talent in the Unreal dev community is mind-boggling.
And you get to hand them free Nvidia
I know,
cards.
like-
There's the
That doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt.
Yes. You get to be Santa Claus.
That's right.
This is like every day.
Yeah.
We launched our online learning this year,
Yep.
so that trying to give you all more resources so you can learn and dive
There's a ton
into
of
various
courses too, yeah.
verticals. And I think that's one of the cool things too is, as engine, you're not just a game dev, right? Like you can be in so many different verticals and skill sets that it's a very versatile
Right.
tool to have in your tool belt.
If you know Unreal Engine, you're going to find a job. That's
Right.
for sure.
Exactly. Let's see. We touched on those. So we've had some questions. We've just released the store and these services. Let me dive in. We have a few questions, if you don't mind answering some
Sure.
things.
Sure.
Let's see. Now these are a little nitty gritty, but
whatever. We do it.
for the store, do we plan to support a way, free or paid, for developers to upload like private prototypes or pre-alphas as a mean of digital distribution to friends and testers?
Yeah, we're already doing that. Actually, I can't say who, but we have a couple of teams that are running private closed alphas on the Epic Games Store today.
Ooh. Sneaky. Do we plan for the Epic Store to be available in China?
No, we're not planning for China. There's a really complicated set of licensing requirements that apply to every game there. And Epic, we have offices in China, and we have a big online team and art team in China, and so we're obliged to follow Chinese law, whereas the other stores that don't have any presence at all in China can just go rogue there. And so we're not planning to come to China ourselves.
Okay. Are there plans for us to implement features like the Steam Marketplace in which gamers can trade or sell trophies or rares kind of for an Epic currency?
I mean, it's certainly something we're thinking about. I don't know when, but we're launching the store with a fairly bare bones feature set and adding to it over time. Certainly, our cross-platform tools announcement the other day is indicative of the kind of things we want to add to the store. So stay tuned.
Let's see. Tim, do you know if we have any plans for like a real-time strategy or turn-based template in Unreal?
Oh, I think that would be really valuable. I don't think we do have any plans for it right now, but
Something we can pitch?
yeah.
Yeah,
And if
maybe.
any developer has built a game like that, like an indie scale game that has nice code, we're open to the prospect of working with teams who've released a game and have kind of had the success that came from it and are moving on to other things. Maybe we could, work with a team who's built a game like that and make it available. Do a deal with the team to make it available for everybody.
Yeah.
That's all.
We'd love to make it easier for developers to share projects with each other. More like happens in the open source community where something comes out, it's had its commercial run, and now it's just kind of on the
Right.
back burner. And it would be awesome if more teams could learn from it.
Yeah.
Let everybody benefit from.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Good question.
Yeah. Great question.
Will there be any support for web surfaces? I assume this is related to the store. Web surfaces, Canvas, instant games, or WeChat mini games.
Oh, Unreal Engine 4 has a little bit of built-in HTML5 JavaScript
Right.
deployment support. It's by far the least polished of our platforms because Fortnite's not shipping on it. And we don't have any immediate plans to push that further. So I don't think we're going to have anything really useful for that in 2019 beyond the usage cases that are already supported in the engine. But that's something that we follow really closely. Our hope is that at some point web deployment of software becomes so awesome that can become a first-class platform that we treat like the other platforms. But right now it's just kind of a mess with the different browsers and WebGL issues and so on.
Right.
But we want to get there.
All right. Sounds good. So we've actually been getting this question a lot, and it's about general exclusivity. So if we release a game on the Epic Store, are you permitted to release it on other stores as well?
Yeah, absolutely. When we open the store up to general submission for everybody, there will absolutely be no exclusivity requirements. In fact, we're really working hard to ensure that everything we provide to all developers is unbundled. Our store supports all engines. It supports all services. If you want to use Steamworks, you can. Our services support all stores. Our services support all platforms. Our services, aren't tied to any requirement that you use the store. Our store doesn't require any exclusivity. You can ship on all platforms, all other PC stores, all other stores, and all other platforms.
Right.
What we're seeing right now is, we've done some early, we've formed some early partnerships with the teams that we're nurturing to be the very first entrants to the Epic Games Store.
Yep.
We've made a lot of custom arrangements with them to help support their development while they support our store. And exclusivity to the store is in the context of those particular relationships. It isn't any sort of long-term requirement. And we think everybody should be free to do whatever they want. And it's awesome to have multiple stores competing to get the best developers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Used to be just one store, and a lot of developers compete to get into the store. Now it's lots of stores, lots of developers. And I think this is a much more healthy situation for everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely. Also with the store, do we have plans for review? So we're curating things that are coming to the store, but
Yep.
will we let users review games coming in?
There will be that as a feature. It'll be up to you as the developer if you want to have that on your page, though, because we've seen instances where that kind of feature can go awry. So we want it to be up to the game developer whether they want to have that or not.
Are we the DRM situation on the Epic? That's up to the developer, or are we?
Yeah, it's up to the developer. We're DRM. We're not including DRM in the platform. So if they want to support a third-party DRM solution, they're free to. Or if they want to ship DRM free, we're fine with that too.
Yep.
Sweet.
Let's see. I had one. Where'd it go?
Well, you find that I'm not familiar with the technology, but somebody's asking about acoustic ray tracing. Is that something that?
Yeah, actually, that's something we've talked about a lot. I'm not sure if there's work underway right now, but it's certainly a feature we're very interested in the future. The ability to determine how sound propagates around the interior of a building. And the lack of this feature is actually pretty visible in Fortnite because you hear player sounds on floors above you when you're in a building, and below you, completely regardless of the muffling that would occur with the floors. And it doesn't feel all that accurate, but now that we have Nvidia RTX technology and software equivalents of that, they're a few orders of magnitude slower. I think we're going to see more and more development along those lines. We certainly want to be able to, in the long term, produce sound that's at the same fidelity level as graphics,
Right.
and that responds completely dynamically to the environment. So rather than just pre-recorded sounds, actually be able to compute the full effects of the environment on the sound.
Yeah, I think that the idea of that, as you're talking about, it really makes me think of the VR space and where you're immersed in this world, and if the sound is off, it definitely breaks that immersion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Aaron McLaren is the sound luminary at Epic, so he would be the person to bug about this.
Oh. There we go.
I'm sure he's got lots of thoughts about it.
Let's see. They're asking if there's going to be a store also for Unreal Studio and Enterprise content. Now, as far as we let stuff on the marketplace, so if you're selling assets for those.
Yeah, that's right. The Unreal Engine Marketplace is open to Enterprise content, doesn't it? It's not really specific to games at all. And if you notice, we had this partnership with McLaren a while back, in which we worked with them to produce a completely real-time photorealistic car. And a variant of that car just appeared in Rocket League. So
during the TGAs, yeah.
It's awesome to see the crossover, and
Yep.
I think long term, this is how the metaverse comes about, right? It's not some grand architecture, right? It's just everybody looks around and realizes, oh wait, we have these huge archives of real 3D content from all of these real world companies, and this wealth of games to bring them into, and that's happening now. Let's see. As for the Epic Games Store outside of gaming, that's something we're considering. the Unreal Engine is on the Epic Games Store. Might be interesting to start hosting other sorts of applications that are useful to the Unreal Engine audience of, creative and technical folks. And it's something we'll explore throughout, probably by the end of next year.
Yep.
Cool. Let's see. Is there any chance for the price in the store being different for regions and currencies?
Yeah, we already support that, actually. We're making recommendations to developers that are on the store early, but the idea is we'll have some automated tools for that long term.
I think right now we support about 7 regions and currencies with unique pricing, but we'll expand that to more so that developers have more flexibility in how to expand that. Like somebody pointed out that Brazilian pricing is tied to other South American pricing, and that's not good. And so we're going to be refining that a lot in the coming months.
Yeah.
We've had some people asking about Unreal Tournament and its state of development or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So Steve Polge is still dabbling in it from time to time, but he would be the only developer at Epic that's actively working on it. The opportunity with Fortnite became so huge that kind of the whole team was sucked away into this vortex. So we don't have any immediate plans to change that. We love Unreal Tournament. I think there's a big question, with a game like that. We had an audience that was maybe 1/1000th of the size of the Fortnite audience. And we had what was kind of like the ultimate super hardcore shooter for PC gamers. And it was pretty alienating for new players coming in and trying to play it. Unless you practiced for 100 hours, you'd get killed pretty quickly.
Or you were old school like us, right?
Yeah, that was my experience. And so, there's a question of what is the future of Unreal Tournament and how do we make a game that both satisfies the core values of the Unreal Tournament community and also is widely accessible to other folks. And we don't have the answer to that yet. There have been a bunch of experiments done throughout the years, and we'll definitely do more in the future. But, right now, Epic's game development efforts are overwhelmingly focused on Fortnite, but we're not going to be just the Fortnite company forever. And so, there will be new efforts and new things to explore. And a lot of people are brainstorming about these ideas right now, but, it's going to be a few years before we see anything major of that sort. And, both Paragon and Unreal Tournament were kind of victims of Fortnite's success, and we openly acknowledge that. But, we move from project to project, and we'll always keep these ideas in mind for the future.
Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, they're asking, is there a fee to put the game on the Epic Game Store?
No, there isn't.
Ta-da.
Easy.
Let's see. There's a lot of good questions. Do we have any plans to update the editor UI?
Yeah, we've had plans for a very long time to update the editor UI. I need to check in with the team about that, but yeah, we definitely want to refine it. Want to simplify the top level of it so there aren't so many deeply nested menus. And we've been experimenting with the concept of different views for different types of workflows. You could switch from like modeling to architectural visualization to lighting preview and have a tool set that's both customizable by you but also customized to the needs of your particular workflow at the moment. But yeah, that's something that we're going to be exploring throughout the next couple of years as we go through a major new iteration and polish pass.
Yeah.
I mean, before we went live, we were just discussing using a disembodied Chance Ivy as Clippy for the for the engine UI.
Yeah, what we really need is a voice assistant, right?
Yep.
There's not going to be any Unreal Engine 5. It's going to be Unreally, right? Yeah,
Really?
yeah. You take it out, you're like, Unreally, build me a game.
Yeah.
Add zombies.
Yeah.
And, boom, you get this game.
That's it.
Make it
This
harder.
is the future of game development.
It's all controlled by Alexa.
Yeah, deep
Yep.
learning.
Yeah.
Surprise, we've had 1,000 people working on that.
That's the next big announcement
Yeah,
because
yeah.
So some of the things that we've been seeing also are questions about Linux. Do we have any stance on the game store for Linux support in the future? Or?
No, right now the Epic Game Store is working on PC and Mac. We've announced plans to come to Android and other open platforms,
Right.
whether or not they're presently open. Should they become open in the future, we're coming to them.
Yep.
Let's see, Linux is something we've been dabbling in a lot, but not supported with the full level of professional effort that you expect from an officially supported platform. Like, we have a degree of Linux support in the Unreal editor.
Right.
Some teams use it that way. It's not as polished as PC or Mac, and the store is not up and running at all on those on Linux. I think we have an idea of what it would take to do it, but we haven't gotten the resources to specialize in it.
Yeah.
One thing to understand is that Epic is even though you might think we're a large company, the ratio of people to projects is incredibly lean.
Yeah.
And so
Lean and mean.
we have to make a lot of hard decisions about what people do every day.
Right.
And you might say, oh, you could just have 3 people working on Linux for a year and release it. But actually, those 3 people might be able to do millions of dollars of other valuable work. By working on Unreal Engine features that change the game industry, or or the television industry, or the architecture industry, or by working on Fortnite and adding in new
Right.
features there. And so it's really hard to resource initiatives where there's a user base that's really quite small. And we would love to see that situation change, but the barriers to Unix success and adoption are not just the unavailability of stores. There's Steam, which supports Linux wholeheartedly, and it's still not where it really needs to be. And
Right.
so we've put limited resources into it. That may change in the future.
All right. Will the store have a not safe for work section? Or are we keeping that content off the store?
That's so we're not planning to get into like porn or adults only content.
Yeah.
In the Epic Games Store, it's just we don't need to go there.
Right.
NPC is an open platform. By us not supporting it in the store, you can still get it. It's not like the situation elsewhere.
Yeah. And for the immediate future, we're going to be hand curating the content there. I think long term we'll come up with policies on what's available on that store.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and over time, we're going to be open to like mature rated games.
Yeah.
Like the GTAs of the world. We'll certainly be open to hosting that type of content. So one of the things we're working on are much more robust labeling systems, and even parental controls or moderation controls, so that you can decide what you want to see or you want your kids to see, and be able to make the decisions accordingly. And so that's about as far as we're going to go with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. There's so many questions. Do you know if we plan on releasing, so there was a polygonal modeling tool I believe we demoed a while back. Do we plan? I'm not sure exactly what they're
I
referring
think
to.
that's in the engine as a preview feature, isn't it? At any rate, yeah, it's been one of these initiatives we want to put more effort into, but haven't had time recently. But we have some really awesome new additions to the Unreal editor and tools team, who are going to be picking up more of that work throughout next year. So expect more. We'd really love it to be possible to use the Unreal editor, and without leaving the editor to go to other programs, do a lot more in terms of modeling, painting, and sculpting in the future. Because of the convenience of doing that all in real time in a single environment without having to switch between tools and import and export files.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I think, do you have any others that you'd like to pull?
I'm sure that I can. There are tons. We've talked about Die Hard, right? We've determined
It's a Christmas movie.
it is a
Yep,
Christmas.
it's still a Christmas
It
movie.
not a lot has changed.
Yeah.
So
Oh, what do you think ray tracing will mean for developers? So do you think it'll be simpler or harder? And what do you envision as some of the pros and cons?
Well, yeah, I think ray tracing is one of these technologies that not only increases the realism of 3D graphics, but also simplifies it. Certainly the code for ray tracing, or path tracing in general, is a lot simpler than the code for a completely general purpose render like Unreal, in that it has more features.
right.
I think we're going to head towards a place where instead of having to put a large amount of technical artistry into creating a material, you will have more simple primitives where you just drop in a feature and it works. because the interactions that happen with real light, as captured and calculated by a ray tracer, are actually quite simple. The way light bounces off of hair creates anisotropic reflections. And so our old render requires a lot of technical artwork to build a hair shader or other shaders like that, whereas I think the physical simulation of the underlying interaction of light and geometry will actually be simplifying.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a good thing for developers. I think it's also going to take, it's a 10-year technology that's going to roll out. The very first version we're demonstrating now is using ray tracing for reflections and area light shadows and some other specific features. The version in 10 years is going to be using it for everything in the entire scene and all light transport and all pixel rendering, and that's going to be insanely powerful. And there's just going to be this ramp up between now and then as more and more of it becomes practical in real time.
Right.
But the completely photorealistic version of a scene now still takes 10 minutes to render and path tracer, and bring that into real time is going to be the big challenge for us.
Yeah, we've seen some stunning. I can't pronounce the word photogeometry.
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 Yeah. Now you just messed me up.
photogrammetry.
Photogrammetry.
Photogrammetry. There we go.
Photogeometry. We've seen some amazing photorealistic things come out of that this year, and we've always talked. I remember growing up playing every generation of games, like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest looking game I've ever seen, and then 3 years later another game comes out, and oh my gosh, this is so spectacular, and now it's getting so close to one-to-one. We did a live stream with somebody, I don't remember who, on Digital Humans, and we were sitting here looking at, I don't remember who was the video on, Amanda, that we were trying to figure out which side was real and which side was rendered?
Oh, that was, yeah. Well, it was Circus, wasn't it?
Andy
Or no, it was
Serkis?
Mike Seymour.
No, it was Mike Seymour.
Oh, Mike Seymour.
So we
yeah.
had him on the
the
screen
Mike
behind,
Seymour
and we were like, which one is real? And it was just funny to watch that, something like that from the person who worked on that project, being able to bridge that gap. So
2019, they'll be able to do my beard.
Yeah, that's right. That's the next big
it's
challenge.
the dream,
That's the next challenge.
the year of beard. So I have a question for both of you. What if you could pick one moment in 2018, what would be your 2018 moment of the year?
Well, for me personally, it was opening up Fortnite crossplay between all 7 platforms without restrictions. That was kind of the moment that, as an industry, we've been hoping for ever since the very first consoles came out with support for internet connectivity.
Right.
That now all of the gamers are connected together, and I think it was just kind of a neat moment for Fortnite players, but for the industry at large, actually, I think that is the beginning of gaming transforming into a much more social medium, which is much more driven by social interactions between players and these real 3D environments than by the fiat of game designers. And so that was a magical thing for me.
Yeah, as somebody that worked on that with Tim, that was a big deal. I think for me, it was the Video Game Awards this year with the announcement of the Epic Games Store. I've been working behind the scenes for a number of years on that project, and to finally see it out in the public was a big deal. But I hadn't been excited about something at Epic. Haven't been that excited about something at Epic since the launch of UE4. I mean, it's a big moment for the industry. We're packaging up all of the things that we saw work really well for Fortnite and enabling the rest of the industry to have access to the tools that we do. Right. It's one of those moments where I really feel like Epic's achieving this thing that's going to give back to all game developers. So that was a super exciting moment for me to finally see that announcement trailer roll. That was great.
Yeah, I think there's a larger theme when you look at all of the things that have happened over this year. From my point of view, the last 7 years of the game industry has been kind of ominous. It's been the era in which these very large corporations gain more and more power over our lives. There's social network companies and game companies and platform companies, and they've been exerting more and more control and sucking more of the money out of the game industry away from game developers who are really doing all of the creative work. And I think now we're starting to see the tide turn on that.
Yeah.
Store economics are improving for some. Over time, they'll improve for everyone. Platforms are opening up so that there are no artificial barriers between interoperability. There's a lot more scrutiny of things like data privacy practices, which are going to become really important as
Right.
as we move away from games as purely little entertainment experiences to things that more resemble the metaverse. We're spending more and more of our time online and these 3D worlds with our friends. It's going to be very important that we can trust the privacy of those situations, and that there's a really good framework in which all developers can participate and all users are free. And I think throughout this year we've seen a lot of great developments that head in that direction. And we've turned the tide on a lot of things that were going the wrong way for a long time.
Yeah, you could kind of see another indie developer apocalypse forming, and I'm really hopeful that us getting into the platform game and may help stave that off in a lot of ways and get more games made and rise all tides, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, everybody looked at the economics and says, well, the difference between 70% and 88% isn't that much. Actually, it's the typical developer in the industry has less than an 18% profit margin.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
actually, that's the difference between profit and loss.
Yep.
It's the difference between being able to continue funding your team to build a bigger game next time, or having to shrink or go under. It's the difference between being able to release a game at a lower price that reaches more people accordingly, or being stuck with higher prices. There's this whole economic engine underneath the game industry that most people don't really talk about, but it's there, and it's becoming more and more effective and working in everybody's favor more every day.
Yeah, and I mean, if we can solve long-term discoverability and for all developers on the Epic Games Store, I think it'll be a wonderful ecosystem for everybody. There's a lot of work to be done there, but we've got some great ideas on things to try.
Yeah, support a creator program that's powering the store is a really important thing. You're right now, if you want to make players aware of your game, you either have to get one of the storefronts to feature you, which is hard now because there are
so many more games.
And I calculated there are actually more products available on iOS App Store than there are pixels on the store's front page.
Wow.
So you can't possibly put them all in there. It's just it's a numerical argument.
Yep.
At that point, but being able to reach all of the Twitch streamers and YouTube content creators, and there are millions of them, and they reach hundreds of millions of people. Being able to connect game developers with them to incentivize promotion of new games is an entirely new audience that we can rely on, in a way that we can get away from kind of the advertising monopolies, right? If you want to run an ad on Facebook or Google, you're bidding on that ad space. Usually they're making a 90 to 95% profit margin on the money you spend on that ad to reach a user. They take $4 per user, and now you have one user in your game. We've got to get beyond that. That's just totally broken.
Yep.
There's my rant.
That's okay. That was a good rant.
It was a good rant.
But
Absolutely.
things are getting better.
Yes.
Things are getting better every day.
Yep.
So what would you say you're most looking forward to in 2019? Is it getting all these new games into the store?
Wow, yeah, I mean, we've got so much coming. I think when we get to the point where we can open up the store for the majority of game developers, that's another hugely exciting moment for me. We've got a lot of work to get there, but it's within our grasp, right? And that'll be a wonderful moment, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we really look forward to rolling out these services we've announced, to bring to all developers the ability to connect seamlessly between platforms. It's going to be a really great, empowering way to make it easier to ship multiplayer games and to do the things that we've done with Fortnite. This year isn't the only year of big things happening at Epic. There are some things happening next year that I think are going to really astonish everybody, around the Unreal Engine and Fortnite. And so stay tuned.
All right.
My beard will be even bigger and whiter next year.
Much whiter.
Perfect.
People have wanted to Photoshop your beard onto Tim.
Mhm.
So
Yep, I'm sure we'll see that.
All right. Well, I think that's a good note to close on.
Yeah.
Are there any last comments you would like to leave our community with for the year?
Well, I just wanted to thank everybody in the UE4 developer community. I mean, it makes it a true pleasure to work at Epic Games, to interface with all of you, and we couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for being part of Unreal. Can we get a ho ho ho?
Ho, ho, ho. See you all next year.
All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone. It has been an absolute pleasure seeing you all this year. Thank you, too, for joining us on this stream. This has been the perfect way to capstone the year. Everyone have a wonderful holiday, and we will see you in January.
Happy
Bye, guys.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Very good.